March 21st, 11:34 a.m. right in Cola offices. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright's Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, we got, well, the second half of the last episode, big things went down. Maya's been kidnapped. Dude got murdered. What was his name? The fancy ninja? The fucking the running ninja? The guitar ninja? Guitar Hero Ninja? What the fuck was his name? Rubber Ninja? Fuck, I don't know. His name was Ninja something. Anyway, he died. And his accused dead killer dude was Dude Man Dude, which his name was Ungard. Something Ungard. I remember Ungard. Anyways, but Ungard said he didn't do it. No locks came up, so we assume he didn't do it, and that's our client. So not only do we have to prove him innocent, even apparently there's a bunch of evidence to say the otherwise. So anyway, it's time to investigate this fucking murder. Let's do it. And by the way, we have to do this all in one trial day. So something tells me there's going to be a lot of investigation going into this one. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt Ungard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what do we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Ungard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, let's start looking. Sure, let's go. But first, do you have any ideas? Do you know what we should do, little girl? Since there were no psych locks, then that means we can trust Mr. Ungard to be innocent. I really feel much better knowing that. Ever since last night, I was so worried that I kept wondering, what if he is the real killer? What then? Yeah, for real though. We haven't had to defend the actual killer ever yet as a defense attorney. I'm wondering if that actually happens in this series. I assume it has to at some point. How can you make an interesting story for more than a couple of the games without giving him a guilty defendant once? It has to happen. Maybe we do have a guilty defendant and the lock thing didn't work. Did you ever think about that? Let's leave it at that for now, though. Hey, I have something I want to ask you, Pearls. Okay, what is it? Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? I mean, she and I don't have anything special go... Huh? What do you mean? But I thought you and Mystic Maya were... I've been mistaken all this time? No way. Ah, she really wasn't kidding. Pearls actually believes Maya and I are... Maybe I should have just left it alone. Mr. Nick, stop it. Don't hide your true feelings from me. Ow. She slapped me. It's a little girl. She didn't slap you that hard. Don't be a pansy ass. Alright, let's do this. Should we start with the detention center? Maybe the dude has some more information for us? I don't even think he's here. Oh, nope, there he is. The lawyer dude. So what'd you find out, bro? Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see, bro. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Alright, well, anything else you might have for us right now? Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room, bro. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so like, yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to have after the show? I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was gonna confess something. Anyway, bro, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kinda noisy. Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time, huh? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. With the way he's always talking about his manager, it's as if she runs his life. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up, bro. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me, bro! Tell me about Kurita. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Kurita. What sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me, bro. And he wanted to try making a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we know it all... Dude, did I read all this last episode? I feel like this is the same. Nickel Samurai won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm, bro. So why would I the winner? I haven't even to kill the guy anyway. Dude, you think it'd be the other way around, you know? Totally. You think he'd want to kill you? That's the point. That's the weird thing here. What motive would you have to kill him? I wonder that myself. Anyway, there was somewhere else we could go, right? Yes, let's go back to the hotel because that's the scene of the crime. Here we go. Back to that hotel lobby, though. I don't know why we can't get here straight from the detention center. That's weird. Oh, God. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you. What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil deeds. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why oh, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way ever since I was a blah blah little hamster. Ever since I was a little hamster. Actually I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. Ms. Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired schmotty pants. Oh god, stop shooting your gun at me. Quit it. Quit it. Anyway, what do you know about Corrida? My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder, and only recently did I finally find a star that makes you this heart go ba-dump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? Has nothing to do with you, I'm sure. I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juanito. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyways. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, the women these days, they don't know the meaning of young maidens, and despite pressed flowers and stars and poems and... Pearls, are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today, I tell you, young whippersnappers. So I'm guessing Ms. Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. So we should probably go find Lotta. But first, what happened? I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What did you see? What? I saw the most important moment of the night. And what the fuck is that? The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful little bitch. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? Uh-oh. She's gonna make us figure it out. What a bitch tits. Oh my fucking word. 4 locks? The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Okay, well, I don't have anything for her yet. I have literally nothing. Right? Yeah, I don't have shit. So I'm not even gonna do nothing yet with her. The only thing we could possibly do is present her some people. But until we're at a dead end, I'm not even gonna bother with her. Let's see who else we can find around here. Alright. Who do we got? Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, gotta roll up our sleeves and try, I guess. Indeed. Let's do it. To the hallway! Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Oh, snap. Hey there! You here? Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta? Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on the trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty. What? What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't y'all just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A. You think I know how to spell that, did you? It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say that criminals always go back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are. Yeah, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? Yeah, indeed. So what the fuck happened to your camera? So you lost your camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store, about 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop. Wonder if Lotta's missing camera isn't even connected to the murder. Probably. Her camera is in the court record even though we don't have it, but we can ask people about it at least. That's good. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Ungar was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a store to be found. Big scoop to be had. Big scoop? I told you before, I'm going to be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Right, of course that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what the scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Tell me about this big scoop, you bitch. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was. But that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? God damn it. How many locks do you have? Oh, only 2. That's not so bad. Oops. Sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. Glad someone around here is happy. Ms. Lotta and your eye rule smile. Oh, and your eye rule smile, like she's too cool for school. Alright, before we present things, can we find anybody else to talk to? Oh, we could go into their rooms now? Let's do that. Let's start with Ungard's room. Looks pretty messy, but it doesn't look like somebody got killed in here. He has a sword. Where are we? We're in Mr. Matt Ungard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Who the fuck is this girl? How you doing, baby? This is his manager, isn't it? We're... What kind of voice do I give this chick? Kinda cute. Got glasses, though. I don't do girls' voices, man. I just gotta give it an inflection that's different than everybody else. It doesn't matter. You're Mr. Ungard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Duh! Wow! You're so smart, you deduction from what I just said out of my goddamn mouth. It's simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Ungard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash, to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrian Andrews. Adrian Andrews. I mean, other than being alliteration, is that supposed to be somebody? I don't think so. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. True dat. Kinda cute, though. I'd give her a call. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yeah, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Ungard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess? When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Ungard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? You really held strong, though, through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. Why is she not as the suspect in all this, I wonder? So, about you and... Stop right there. Don't expect me to believe you have been talking to me without knowing how we relate. Sorry. I have no idea why Mr. Ungard chose you as his lawyer. Why did she have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? Whoa. Okay, sounds awesome. But don't tell anyone, that's a little inappropriate. Just saying, I'm not your daddy. I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Ungard's manager. His manager, huh? Speaking of managers, did the victim Mr. Kurita have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. You're wrong! I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya! Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Okay, well, I don't think we have much else we can do with this girl right now. We could examine the room a little bit, though. Let's do that. What about the suitcase? It's probably Mr. Ungard's suitcase. For someone who is only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Stars really are different from us, aren't they? What? That they have a lot of luxury? Looks like dishes left over from dinner. Dinner for 2 at that. I'm sure they're Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? I was just thinking the same thing. It's the same shit they ate in the last game. Everybody's just handing out T-bone steaks. Alright, yeah, I got that already. Sorry, I thought that was maybe something different. What about this spear over here? No clues here. Okay. What about the sword? There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled if I stole that. If she was here, she'd probably steal it her damn self. Some samurai. Okay, we already got that. Okay, what about back here? There's some samurai-looking... What? I tried to point back here, bro. That's the bedroom over there. That's a bed? Wow! They have really big beds here. Yeah, they do. The more to sleep you with. Alright, so I don't know if there's much else we can get out of her right now unless we present her something. I'll present everybody things in a minute. Right now I'm going to move around and check everywhere I can go. And then we'll start presenting things. Why are there a shit ton of bears in here? Is that his thing? Is he a teddy bear fanatic? That is a lot of teddy bears. And a real bear. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Kurita's room, Pearls. Mr. Kurita? The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you! Oh, here we go. So, what's happened? The kidnapper? Has he contacted you again? Not yet. Probably won't until we win Mr. Ungard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? Just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm gonna help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know. But you've got to keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. Wow,
Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you!
Ha! Wouldn't want you to get lost in the hotel too big for its own good.
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. I can't read the words.
Okay, well then we'll have to get a translator for you. Yo, Gumshoe, what up? Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the scene of the crime should tell you, pal. Scene of the crime? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. There is? Oh, sorry. I was looking at that like it was a line on his chest plate, but no, it's a knife. Okay. Yeah, pal. That's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Engard's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. But that's easy to fabricate. Just saying. Why was Mr. Engard arrested? Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Carita, really put up a big fight. I guess so. I don't know about a big fight. Yeah, one look at the crime scene, you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. There is? There's teddy bears everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off. Mr. Engard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal.
A witness? Who is it?
That lady, Ms. Oldbag. Please, anyone but her? The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something at the crime scene that was a little off. Something that was a little off, as in that's for you to figure out, pal.
All right, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
All right, let's examine this fucking room then. Let's do it. We'll start looking at all the goddamn teddy bears, because there's a shit ton of them. There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator. Is that what I looked at?
The carrot juice bottle and tomato juice bottle are all empty.
Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut.
Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam, too.
Maybe red was his favorite color? I don't know. I was trying to examine the bears.
Wow, there are a lot of bears.
Bears. Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah. I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
Whoa. It's hard to bear with all these problems, girl. Why would you think to no? Fuck this guy. Get him out of my face. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. Neither do I.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
We're not thinking about that anymore, I hope.
Huh. It's so messy here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are. Pretty please.
Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Ouch. Alright, what about the suitcase? It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Carita?
I don't know. You tell me. Alright, let's check the other side of the room where there's a struggle going on. What about the boombox? The boombox isn't important, but it's a boombox. Alright, what about the table? It looks like Mr. Carita had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
They had a lot of food at the award show last night, but I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. Guess so. Alright. Oops. That bear ain't shit. What about you, bear? What about this on the couch? What about this over here? This is a guitar case. I guess a little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar is not here.
Good question. But maybe he forgot to bring it to the show?
But Mystic Maya, she said that the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
I don't know, is it? It's not blood, is it? Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Krita fought his assailant.
What's this glass fragment from?
A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
Not at all. Alright, what about this over here? It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it?
Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it too much.
There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
Good question. She is right. The flower vase is broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is this glass the only thing? Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright? Because it got poured after the fucking thing happened. So whoever killed him poured a glass of tomato juice and then maybe got scared out before they got to drink it? I don't know. Weird.
So that's a bed, right?
Yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft.
Big beds must be a rarity for her. She probably sleeps in a goddamn... She sleeps on those mats, right? Alright, so I don't know. Is there anything else we can scan here? What about this right here on the floor? No? I don't think there's much else we can scan around here. So let's present some stuff to Gumshoe and see if he has anything to say on the matters. Just making sure he has nothing new to say. Yeah, we'll just start with Gumshoe. I'm sure somebody else will have some stuff to say as well. But let's start with Gumshoe. Let's start with the crime photo that he gave us. You look at this photo and you can't help it. It makes you want to say, I can't believe this is the scene of the murder. Stabbed with a knife after a struggle. The clue is sleeping in this photo somewhere. I know it. Huh. Okay. What about the camera? You know anything about the camera? What do you know about this? There's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. Look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you show me something more important? If Ms. Von Karma saw me here like this, I'd have to switch sides real fast. Alright, let's show them the stuff that we got as clues. What can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, that? This is just what I heard, pal, but that's the Jammin' Ninja signature item. The guitar case? No, not that. What do you take me as? I mean the guitar inside, of course.
But the guitar is missing.
Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show. It's starting to sound like that red guitar is related to this case after all, because that means it's around here somewhere. So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually Ms. Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearl's noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Ms. Von Karma's coming here? Yeah, she's coming. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. I think it'd be best if you didn't bump into her here. You can bet that at the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We know what that beeping noise means. Uh-oh.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
Huh? I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Whenever I hear that sound, for some reason, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that did happen the last time. Sorry, I've got to make myself scarce. Later, pal. Ah, you were too late. Damn it.
At last, you reveal your true nature. Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change?
So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's very dishonorable of you.
Ow.
Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy Mitch Trenchcoat.
Ah.
I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful.
Ah.
Detective, come over here for a second.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Jeez. What did he do? Damn, that's fucked up. He's a detective.
I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment.
He was so scared he just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record.
I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine! Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Huh. Come, Scruffface, the investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Okay. Ah. Now what does she throw at me? What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Okay. Did she give it? Is that in our court record now? The thing that she, like, threw at us? Oh, we have to leave. We can't even do anything else in here. To the hallway, then. So we found the guitar case. Sorry, I want to go to present. Sorry. Did that note get in our note? No, that note did not. Let me move back in there if I can. Oh, the note's on the table. Okay, let me look at that.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
It's not Mr. Carita's name written on it, so it's his autograph. Oh, it's got Mr. Carita's name.
I can't read it at all.
To be honest,
I've never seen writing that looks like this.
Ah, it's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters here?
This sloppy, unreadable writing, it's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Oh, dude, Wendy, that's Old Bag. Hold on. Wendy, I've heard that name somewhere before. That's Old Bag. So we have a present for Old Bag, but she has 4 locks. I don't think we have enough for 4 locks yet, but at least we have something. Anyway, alright. That's all I wanted to check on. Should we start presenting things to this bitch? I think we should. Let's start with... Can we show her the crime photo? Do you know anything? Sigh. Sigh. I told you how many times now, I'm a journalist. I got so much info running laps in my head, I forget things are here and there.
Please don't get so worked up over this.
Ha! I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids, that's this gal's motto on learning youngsters. What's that guitar case, though? Nothing? Okay. Nothing on the guitar case. What about the autograph? Alright, she's not gonna know shit. Should we present her a human? A human being? Let's give her a human being. Let's show her... Corita. I don't really care for them. Heroes and whatnot.
Oh, I see.
And shows they got for kids, those ventures are just plain old boring. Now, adults, we get more caught up in messy, sticky, real situations. Even me.
Oh!
Sounds like the tyke's getting what I'm going with this. Wait a sec here. Don't go around getting her mixed up in things like that. Alright, what about On Guard? Do you know anything about him? No? Okay. Okay. What about Old Lady? This old granny? Ah, she kept glaring at me with those eyes of hers as if it's my fault. Kept babbling about how she won't forgive people who write trash about her whine. Oh yeah, we sort of got into a little fight, you know? A little fight. Knowing those two is probably more of a blabbering contest. Probably. Alright, what do you know about Will Powers? Nothing? Okay. Speaking of Will Powers, if and when we have to see him again, I'll try to save his, I'll try to change his voice. I know that it's that fitting. Anyway, you don't know nothing about her. What do you know about Miss Von Karma? She's got one of them personalities like she's whipped without her whip. Ha! How's that? A pun worthy of a joke book, eh? Sorry, I zoned out for a second there. Ah, well, I'll forgive the wax in your ears this once and tell it to you one more time. Please don't. Please don't. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go show stuff to the little blonde chick right now and see if she got anything useful for me. What you know about that camera though? Nothing? I'd like to ask you about this. I told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Fine. What about the crime scene? Anything? No? Okay. What about this? Nothing? Okay. What about the glass? No? Nothing? Okay. What about the autograph? No? Nothing? Okay. What about Lotta Heart? No? Okay. What about Karita? Here we go. Did you know the victim, Mr. Karita?
Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most uninteresting things. Okay. If either one of them weren't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die.
What? I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Karita was killed. That's what I'm thinking. This BZ is letting on a little more details than she means to.
I asked to become Mr. Engard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition.
Mr. Engard does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told.
He's always saying my manager, right, Nick?
Yeah, exactly. What about the old bag? You know her? No? Okay. What about Mr. Powers? You know him?
That's Mr. Will Powers. He's an actor contracted with Global Studios. He's a very nice man, a man with a good heart. But that's all he is, and ever will be.
Ouch. What a horrible thing to say.
Society doesn't care about genuinely nice people, Mr. Wright.
Huh? For a second, her face twisted in pain.
I wonder if something happened to Miss Andrews.
Apparently, she was too nice one time and then got her dreams crushed forever.
I hate talking about myself. It's a trifling matter. That's why.
Sorry. Take away that layer of sarcasm and she really does seem to hate herself. What about Ms. Von Karma? You know her? No? Okay. Anybody else important here? Gumshoe? No? And me and Pearl don't matter, so... I mean, Maya and Pearl don't matter. So, anything new that popped up after I... Yes, let's see.
Do you have any ideas? As to
why Mr. Karita was murdered?
Why would you ask me about such a thing?
I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Uh-oh. More fucking locks. 4 more locks. Great. Ms. Andrews?
Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation.
Great.
Is it a Cyclops, Mr. Nick?
Yes, there's getting to be more and more of these lately. Frickin' A, man. We're gonna have a tough time with this frickin' investigation. Seriously.